Ozo.
Hey! I knew it! I said it! I said it! Hey! Ozo has finally been evicted from the lockdown house. I saw it coming.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. Look guys, I know I still haven't recovered from this whole eviction of tonight, and I know you as well have not recovered, but don't worry, we'll be fine. Let's just get into the video. Guys, I had an Instagram live stream with Nollywood Online TV today, and we talked about this thing, and I said it that though I do not understand whatever twists they are going to be bringing to this show tonight, but if there should be anybody that's going home, it should be Ozo. And then somebody gave me an intel that Ozo is on the bottom of the voting radar. Guys, somehow I just knew it. And the first question I asked myself, can Nengi handle the pain? Will Nengi be able to control herself? But guys, we'll find out. Watch to the end of this video. Now, there is no live eviction show without Ebuka tensioning the lockdown housemates with crazy questions. And as usual, guys, he started with those questions tonight. And so he started with Nengi. So we started by congratulating her on being the first housemate, to win the head of house challenge, and also to be the last housemate to also win the challenge. So we asked her how her week has been, and Nengi talked about, she has had ups and downs, but it's been great generally. Then Ebuka asked her to place more emphasis on the ups and the downs, and that was where she talked about the issues that she has during the week with Ozo. So according to Nengi, when you are getting to know someone for the first time, there's always bound to be disagreements and a lot of issues arising, but for her and Ozo, they are trying to learn each other, but they are good now. And then Ebuka said that, okay, you just refer to this guy as a close person to you. You refer to him as so many names. What exactly is Ozo to you? And that was when Nengi said that Ozo is her best friend. Okay. Now, Ebuka moved on to Neo and referred to the advice he gave to Ozo yesterday night at the party. Now, remember guys, I did a video this morning telling you guys about how Neo advised Ozo to free Nengi, that Nengi cannot do without him in the house, So Ebuka's question was, what does he mean by that advice, free the babe? And Neo took out time explaining that he meant that Ozo should give Nengi room to miss him because Ozo was always in her space, and Nengi probably does not like all of that kind of attention, So he was saying that what he meant was give this girl space, let the thing grow naturally, and then you would definitely enjoy what you have even outside the house, Ebuka asked Neo, do you think that Nengi is using Ozo, or is Ozo doing too much? And Neo said that, well, that he has known Ozo to be somebody that is comfortable with doing a lot. He did not use the word too much. Very smart Neo, yeah? So he said he knows Ozo to be that kind of person that is very comfortable with doing a lot. Just as he does the same thing for V in their relationship, he has noticed that Ozo enjoys doing the same thing. But about Nengi using Ozo, he does not think that Nengi is actually using Ozo. Then Ebuka moved on to V and said it's interesting that when the deliberation started, during the team nomination process, that there were different names that they decided upon, but when the list came out, that different names popped up. How did she pull that off? And V explained that, well, everybody had a chance to actually, speak up for who they wanted to put up for nomination. So it wasn't a case of her having the final say. She basically explained. I've actually talked about this on my channel before. People are saying that, V manipulated all the housemates, blah, blah, blah. Even Ebuka is saying that V manipulated the housemates. But for me, I feel like, well, what she did, she gave them logical reasons why they should go ahead with whoever they wanted to nominate, but also think about, how strong the person is. And for me, that was her playing the strategy. So she did not put in anybody's mouth or in anybody's mind that, you should pick this person. She only gave her points. And guys, that is it. It is what it is, yeah. So I like the answer that she gave, you know, that everybody had their own time to speak, everybody had their own explanations to give, you know. So she did not like specifically convince them or tell them specifically that, oh, don't choose new or any of that, you know. So Ebuka asked her, were you surprised you won them over? And she said yes, because it was sort of last minute decision from our team. And now the sad news of the night is Trickytee has been evicted from the lockdown house. Guys, it's actually a very, very painful exit for me, because I was specifically looking forward to seeing Trickytee in the finals. But kudos to him, you know, for someone who has no alliances in the house, who has no relationship in the house, he was able to survive till week 9. Guys, that is a very, very strong feat to have accomplished in this season of Big Brother Naija. And guys, I must say that I wish him all the best. I know that he's going to do great. Now guys, let's get into his interview on the stage with Ebuka. Now, Ebuka's interview with Trickytee on the stage was so much fun. I particularly loved his highlights. The part I loved the most was where he said tranquility, tranquility, tranquility. That is a word that I will never forget in a hurry, you know. So Ebuka asked him, you know, how he survived the evictions for 3 weeks straight. The housemates kept on saving him during the nomination process whenever he got to the bottom 4. And he said, well, he doesn't know, maybe they just liked him. So Ebuka said that there is a perception that he knows how to gravitate towards power. The perception is coming from probably some of the housemates or probably some of the viewers. How does he feel about that? And he said that, well, he's been cool with everybody. He does not remember being cool with Ozo on the 2 occasions that Ozo was head of house. But with Kid Wire, he has always been cool with Kid. With Erica, he has always been cool with Erica. So it wasn't a situation of, oh, anybody that was head of house, he was cool with the person. He has always been very, very cool with everybody in the house. And I can attest to that fact. It is true. Trickytee was not lying. Now, Ebuka asked him about relationships, that does he think that the fact that he has a relationship outside the house sort of hindered his game in a way? And he said, well, no, that he knew what he wanted to do. He had self-control, so it wasn't a situation of him coming into the house and doing whatever he wanted to do. That he actually liked Wathoni, but then for him it was all about friendship. So Ebuka was like, hey, thank God you mentioned Wathoni's name. Oh yeah, tell us, how do you feel about Wathoni? What do you feel for her? And he said, well, he actually likes Wathoni, and even if something was going to happen, he would ensure that it was just on a friendship level in the house, and then it was going to be outside the house that he was going to pursue his interest. That for him, he's not like Ozo, he's always like this with Nengi. Ebuka was like, what do you mean? I said, okay, so Trickytee too has been saying all these things and has been keeping quiet, no wahala, you know. So Trickytee was like, no, that he's not very emotional like Ozo. He has self-control. So if at all he wanted to do anything with Wathoni, if at all he was single, he would have waited till after the show to do whatever he wanted to do outside the house. And Ebuka asked him if there was anybody else that he has a soft spot for in the house, and he said Dorothy. So Ebuka was like, okay, what is it about Dorothy? And he said he likes the way she's funny, he likes the way she's cool. And then Ebuka was like, but you guys had a tiff, you know, sometime this week. And he said, oh well, that was Dorothy just being Dorothy, trying to accuse him and you for something like that, but they are cool anyways. So about Trickytee's future plans, he is already a director, everybody knows, so he's going to pursue his career in filmmaking and video production and all of that. And he is also going to produce more music, or create more music, if you want to put it that way. After Trickytee's interview, Ebuka went back into the house and started another set of questions with Dorothy. Now, he asked Dorothy about the team nomination process and asked how did she feel that the only 2 safe people in the house were the couple, that is V and you. And Dorothy said that she felt like it was some sort of, you know, coincidence, but then she was racking her brains like, how did this happen to be, you know? So Ebuka said, do you feel played? And she said, well, she felt played because earlier when they were doing the deliberations, she was giving her own suggestions, but it seemed like everybody was not going together with what she was saying, so she just had to leave the decision for them to make. At the end of the day, she didn't want to make it look like she was pushing too much for one particular person to be chosen for nomination. And then Ebuka asked Ozo the same question, and for him, he said that for him it was all about teamwork, and it wasn't like he was actually disappointed with the result and the outcome of the team nomination process.
Ozo?
Hey! I I knew it! I said it! I said it! Nengi go. And so guys, the second housemate to be evicted tonight from the lockdown house is Ozo. I saw it coming. I knew it was going to happen, but what I wasn't sure about is if the organizers were going to want to leave Ozo in the house to continue his pursuit of Nengi on the show. Because guys, as I said it 1 million times, I was tired. A lot of people were tired. And guys, the fact is, Ozo had quite a lot of votings, yeah, from the earliest period of the show, but ever since this whole chasing game started between him and Nengi, he sort of reduced his rating. Yeah, he sort of reduced his rating. And so guys, it was quite, I felt, I was touched. It caught me deep, you know, seeing Nengi crying. And guys, these were the last words that Ozo spoke to Nengi before he left the house.
Big brother, Ozo, you have 10 seconds to leave the Big Brother house.
Remember everything I told you. You're always
10, 9.
Hey, guys, look, listen, I know that I have been predicting that Ozo will go, but seeing him leave today, actually, it really struck a chord in my system. Like, it destabilized me for a bit because, you know, Nengi is a hard girl. Guys, you need to see the way Nengi broke down and was crying when Ozo was evicted. I felt so sorry for her. It was quite an emotional moment, guys. I felt really sorry for her. Now, when Ozo got to the stage, Ebuka asked him, you know, if he was shocked and how he felt, of course. He said, well, that for him, he's actually really excited that even though he's out of the house, Dorothy is still in the house. That Dorothy is one person he would sacrifice anything for. And he's very happy that Dorothy has made it to top 5, yo. Then he also said that he knows that a lot of people are going to see him as a dum-dum, but for him, he's also happy with the fact that he has found somebody that he likes, and that is Nengi. So Ebuka said, okay, at what point did you start feeling for Nengi? And Ozo said that it was 3 weeks into the house, you know, the week he had his birthday, when Nengi was saying that he wasn't really giving him attention and all of that. So that was the week, and then it blossomed into what he felt now. So Ebuka said that about Nengi, why didn't he step back after Nengi told him that she had a situation outside the house, you know? And Ozo said that, well, for him, he wanted something to do with Nengi, and that was why he kept on pushing on, hoping that she would change her mind. And as he said to Nengi before leaving the house, that he's going to be waiting for her out here. He sees in Nengi someone that he could start a family with. And I'm like, okay, well, this is quite interesting, guys. And guys, something very interesting happened when Ozo wanted to leave. I'm going to talk about that in another video that I'll be uploading tomorrow. A lot of drama actually happened. V's facial expression, Nengi's actions when Ozo was trying to hug her and stuff like that. A lot actually happened, guys, so don't worry, it's topic for another day. We are going to talk about it, and we are going to give a lot of analysis as to if Nengi is going to accept Ozo's proposals outside the house or not. Ebuka gave us another great news. Now the voting lines are open from now. Like immediately the show has ended, the voting lines are open for fans and the voting public to start voting for who they want to be the winner of Big Brother Naija Lockdown Season 5 show. So for everybody, the voting lines are open from tonight up until Friday 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or thereabout. So guys, this is the time for you to vote. This is not the time for you to be doing shalaye and fighting and coming to throw people here and there. Go and vote. Guys, I will see you in another video tomorrow morning. Have an amazing night rest. Bye.